Life unscripted from prep to play. Pull up a chair.
Hi everybody, welcome back to From Prep to Plate. I'm your humble home cook, Chef Montgomery. Welcome back. Today what we're going to do is we're going to make a family hearty meal. All right, I cooked up some rice yesterday to have it done for today so I don't have to worry about it. I have a rice cooker at home, so I cook it, put it all in the fridge overnight. The flavors and everything are already there, so that way I don't have to worry about cooking that for today. What we're going to do is we're going to do a hamburger dish with rice and all kinds of veggies today. This will be nice for the family. Great for leftovers and everything. I'm going to get this started up. And yeah, it's going to make a little smoker as it gets going. And you can do this real simple. It'll give you a nice yield, so you have leftovers. This is great. If you want to do cooking on a Sunday and prep for the rest of the week, this is a great dish for that. Great dish for the family. You can use, this is just a little over a pound of hamburger that I'm using in here. And again, we're using my induction. Some people like the induction, others don't. Okay, as we can see, there's all this. When this gets ready, there's a little trick I'll show you here in just a second. So the other ingredients that we have today is we have a red pepper, a yellow pepper, onion. So we're going to go ahead and get some of these prepped. And I'm not going to need the whole pepper today. I'm going to use about half of it. And I'm going to take out some of the center. And then, just like we've done before on previous episodes, we're going to get our mise en place done here while the hamburger is cooking. The nice thing about the induction and the cast iron skillet is they heat up and cool down very quickly. So I can get a lot done in a very short period of time. All right, so all I'm going to do is line these guys up. And I'm going to give them, just a small dice. And again, work on your knife skills. Be careful of where your fingers are all the time. Your knives should be sharp. I sharpened mine and cleaned it. If you recall, after you sharpen a knife, always make sure you wash it, dry it. Make sure that you're doing it so you know what's going on. Don't ever just set it on the side of the sink or in a tub with soap. Because why?
Somebody could cut their fingers.
That's right. Somebody could shove their hand in there, and that could be a mistake. So I'm going to scoop these up. I don't have my wider knife, otherwise they work. The wider knives work really good as a scoop also. Just be careful as you do this. Okay, there's my red. I'm going to set that to the side. Get in here and do my yellow. I'm going to turn this burger down because it is done. How do you know when it's done, Morgan? Good question. I'm glad you asked. It should be brown. You shouldn't see any red meat in there. But since I'm doing this on an induction, I'm going to turn it way down and let it cool down for just a moment. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the grease. But at this point, I'm going to continue on with my peppers. And I'm going to trim out that inside. Get the seeds out of there. Seeds won't kill you. Don't worry. If you eat them, you're not going to grow. You can always tell your kids if they eat them that they're going to grow peppers in their tummy. My grandparents used to tell me that with watermelon seeds. You eat it, you're going to grow watermelons in your tummy. What? But again, I'm just going to cut these into strips. Line them all up. And what I'm doing is, because I'm using the peppers, you'll notice with the color, it makes our dish colorful. It's not just bland. You know, if we're going to cook, let's have some fun. Let's add some color to everything that we're eating. And if you're a home cook, home chef, don't worry so much about are each of them perfect size. Let me just show you here what I'm talking about, okay? So as you can see, there's two different sizes here. They're not completely perfect. Don't worry about it. We're not cooking in a restaurant. We're cooking for ourselves, or we're cooking for family, boyfriend, girlfriend, friends. They're not going to sit there with the fork. They're not food critics. They're just happy that someone made them a meal. Right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my onion. And I'm actually going to cut straight down the middle because I'm not going to use this whole onion. And this is my extra stuff bowl. All right. And now I'm going to peel some of this off of here. Now, again, when we cut this, we're going to lay it flat. I cut it in half so it rests on my board. If it's round, it's going to get all over the place and we're going to have problems. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go nice straight lines, not all the way to the back, and bring it down. Again, always be aware where your knife is and what you're doing. And the reason why I'm doing this is the onion already has sections. So by going that way, and then all you have to do is go this way with your cuts. Get in there with your fingers. Now I'll show you just a second here as I get these all broke up. What this does then is it's already, because of the grooves in the onion, when you cut it, it already gives you pieces. Can you see that okay over there, Chris? So it gives you the pieces. It's already done. You don't have to go any further than that if you don't want to. And again, don't worry if they're not perfect cuts. They're cuts. We're cooking at home. You know, the only one that has to be impressed with the meal is the person cooking it. And I usually cook with love. I hate to just cook because I'm cooking. If you're cooking because you just have to cook, you kind of lose the fun in it. And the flavor itself, believe it or not, you can tell the difference in the flavor. So let me show you a trick here real quick. A lot of times they tell you to grab a glass jar, set it to the side, drain the grease in it. Never, ever drain your grease down into your sink drain. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pan, I'm going to tip it. I'm going to pull the hamburger back a little bit. And now, as you can see, the grease is pooling right here. So take a paper towel. Now I'm going to put it in there. That paper towel then is going to suck up that grease. Just like that. Then I can take that paper towel. Ta-da! Grease gone. All right. Now I'm going to turn this back on. All right. Turn that up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my rice. And because it was cooked yesterday and it was in the fridge overnight, what I did was I put on a glove. I took it out of the original bowl and I broke it up so it's not clumps. Okay? Now I'm going to mix this up in here just a little bit. Now I'm going to add my red peppers, my onion,
That's a lot of onion.
My yellow pepper. Look at the color on this already. And then I've got some tomato sauce. So I'm going to add tomato sauce for a little more flavor. And I don't want this on a high heat. All I want to do now is I've turned it down to about a medium heat. I want these to marinate and marry together with flavors. I want the rice, since it's already cooked, I want it to warm up and all that. So I'm going to set that. Now, I'm going to add some Worcestershire sauce. That's right, that's how you say it. I'm just going to get in here. I'm going to put some of this. The Worcestershire sauce itself will add flavor. And again, you don't have to add any ingredient that you don't want, and you can add what you want. These are just what I'm using. I've got some paprika. And I want a little heat, so I'm going to add some crushed red peppers. All right. I have some garlic powder. And some Italian seasoning. We all know how I like Italian seasonings. So I'm going to get that in here. Now we've got everything in here. We're going to start this mix. Incorporate everything together. And actually, this is just about done. Like I say, I don't need anything to get crazy. I'm going to give this a taste. Always taste your food before you serve it. All right? Grab a spoon or a fork, and you want to give it a taste. Mmm. That's good. Peppers add a nice crisp to it. You can actually put a lid on this. You could add a little broth if you want to. Just turn it down on low and you can let that simmer if you want. But like I said, everything else is done. Everything else is cooked. It's ready to go. Let me move a couple dishes here real quick. And wow, we just got started. And look, we're already just about done here. I'm going to turn that off. Again, everything's cooked. Do you have a bowl? Nice. If you'd like to join me. Everybody, Chris is behind the camera, as always, recording my shows, giving me critiques, always wondering what I'm up to, because sometimes she doesn't know until the day of the show. I don't always tell her. So here we go. There's lots of goodness in there. So like I said, right now the peppers are going to add an extra crunch, the onion and everything in there. Enjoy. Hot.
Woohoo! Yeah, temperature hot, yeah.
Temperature hot, yes. Right out of the skillet.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that is delicious. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got to get another scoop of that. I'll blow on it first this time now.
There you go.
Mmm, yum, yum. And again, pound of hamburger, little less than a cup of rice, half an onion, half a red pepper, yellow pepper. Seasonings, again, you can put in whatever seasonings you want, and tomato sauce. That's it. Quick, simple, nice yield. Look at the colors on this that you can see. And with it, that's a few days' meals. You know, if you're single and everything, you can put those in Tupperware dishes, and then away to town you go. You can serve them up, take them to work with you. That's good. I'm going to like that. All right. So, another quick, easy meal. I have a whole bunch of others planned coming up. So, keep an eye on it. I didn't screw this one up, at least, like I did the last time. I had to redo it. Simple ingredients. Cooking at home is so much cheaper. You know, save yourself some money. Learn how to take some of these simple meals. Tell your friends about them if they've never watched them. Have them watch. They can learn. This is one that you could do with your grandkids or your kids and teach them how to cook. That's great. Today, more and more cooking shows actually have so many kids, and they've got cooking schools now for children. So help them learn. You know, pull out your old recipes and stuff and enjoy the time with them. Don't forget, right here, Life Unscripted, www.lifeunscriptedmedia.com, where you can find everything that's going on with our podcasts that we have, the YouTube cooking show, different events, our sponsors, everything else. And speaking of sponsors, we want to thank the Center, which is right there. The Center in Mount Morris allows us to use their commercial kitchen to record our show. So Melissa Rojas and everybody at the Center, thank you. We appreciate your support and everything as being a production partner. And I guess that is it for this week. So from myself, thank you for watching. And Chris?
Thank you for listening.
There you go, from listening to her standing over to the side.
That's right.
So we'll see you guys later. We hope you enjoyed today's show. Give us some feedback. Let us know if there's a dish or if you think we're doing something wrong, positive or negative. Let us know. We want to hear from you. So enjoy yourself and enjoy cooking. Bye, everyone.
Unscripted from prep to play.